Hello, boys and girls. Welcome back to the Syntax Sorcerer. Alakazoo! Just kidding. I don't know magic. I just know programming a little bit, kind of, a lot. I know a good chunk. Anyways, today's lesson is abstraction. Now, I think I've talked a little bit about abstraction in the past. Abstraction really, excuse me, is kind of everything all together. You could argue that it is the concept of hiding like the implementation details, which is also encapsulation, but we're using abstract classes and abstract interfaces. So what is abstraction? What does it do? It focuses on the what of the object rather than the how. So, what does that mean? I guess you could say it defines, let's write this down, defines the functionalities that an object should possess, but not the details of how these functionalities, I had to look down at my keyboard because I moved my hands, are implemented. So, defines functionalities of an object that it should possess, but not the details of how they're implemented, right? That sounds kind of weird. So, let's go over a little bit about an abstract class, right? The abstract class, sorry, brain fart, is a class that cannot, let's capitalize that, cannot be instantiated on its own. Often contains one or more abstract methods, and I keep saying abstract as if that's going to explain it. So what are abstract methods? They are abstract methods are methods that are declared but contain no implementation, right? Derived classes, derived classes are required to provide, this is a great example, I can't type, implementation for these abstract classes, or methods, classes, etc. Blah, blah, blah. Brain work sometimes, not always work good, right? You know, lock and load, Brides of Christ. You get me. All right, so let's just jump into it. I'm speaking a lot of gobbledygook. I'm a hands-on learner. I hope most of you are as well. So let's hands-on learn what abstract classes are. So we're going to start off right away. Let me adjust my keyboard because I've got it off to my left and I don't know why. Hey, George. If you guys know, George is my programming buddy. He's my little rubber ducky. Rubber ducky programming, we've talked about it. Do it. All right, so let's start off. We're going to do public, and we're going to say abstract. Yes, it is an actual thing that you type. It is not just a concept we discuss. So we're going to say abstract shape. We're going to put two things in here. Let's do abstract method, and then remember, does not have a body, right? So public abstract double, we're going to call it get area, okay? And then concrete method. So abstract concrete, right? If that's starting to make sense now. Public void display. And with that, we're going to add, let's just do console dot write line, and then we're going to say, oops. We'll just say, no, don't add things in. Ah! Silly thing. This is a shape. Period. Because period, you know what I mean? Don't do that. I feel so gross for doing that. All right. So abstract method does not have a body. Concrete method is going to say this is a shape. Concrete, abstract. Kind of making sense? I hope so. Keep up, because we're about to get real deep. Okay. Now we're going to say public class circle is derived from shape. Okay. Oops, not that. That. So, shape, abstract, circle, right? You're keeping up. Encapsulation and inheritance, some polymorphism, everything, right? We're going to do everything. So, we're going to say circle. Is it mad about circle? Well, we'll get to that. It's probably just yelling at me for this. If I have to change the name, I'll change the name. So we're going to start with private double, and we're going to say radius. Okay? And then now we need to do this. We're going to say public. We need to define what radius is. Circle. And then double radius. Double radius. And what is the double radius? We're going to say this dot radius is equal to radius. Again, guys, we're going to go over this. We're going to do these things. So now we're providing implementation for the abstract method, I should say, right? And we're going to say public override double get area. Not that. Don't ignore that. And then we're going to return. Here we go. This is how we're doing radius. Now we're going to call the math.py library. And we're going to say times radius. And then times radius. Math. Yeah. Okay. And with that, we're done with circle shape. Now we're going to do another public class, and we're going to do a rectangle. So public, and if you get your head together, you can do this. Public class rectangle is also, oops, not that, is also a shape. And we will do private double. It already knows basically what I'm doing too. It's like, I know what rectangles are. I know what circles are. So now private double width, double height. Double for, you could technically do int, but if we're doing like an actual math program, you want to have 4 digits past the period essentially. And double does, I believe it's 16 digits past the 0, but we'll only display like relevant ones. So we're doing that. We did public class rectangle, and then we're, nope, sorry, not tabbing out of that. We're going to do public rectangle double width, double height, just like it says. And then we're going to say this dot width equals width. And then this dot height equals height, right? Okay, we're almost done. Let's do one more. I don't like that. Let's scroll down a little bit. All right, so now we're going to be providing the implementation for the abstract method again, right? So now public override, because we're overriding shape, double get area, and then stop. I didn't do anything. I didn't even hit space or enter. I hit space. I did hit space. I lied. We're going to return width times height, right? Width times height. It's already filled out for us. Perfect. This is just the simple math part about it all, okay? Now we're going to go into main. And main is going to do basically the least amount of work. These are always doing the most amount of work. We're just telling main, basically, I'm going to call a new instance of something, and now I want you to display it. Main should do relatively little amount of work. And The reason why is because code, if you put everything in main, it just gets so convoluted. Now, I could write a lot of this stuff in main without even doing this, but that would go against every coding standard in practice, and any seasoned coder would come for me in the comments. So if they're coming for me in the comments, you guys have every right to beat them up. Don't actually, though. I'm not advocating for violence. So let's start a new shape called circle, lowercase. And we're going to say it's not a new shape, but it is a new circle. And we're going to say 5. Why, guys? Why? Because radius, right? And we're going to say a new shape and call rectangle. Woohoo! And we're going to call it the new rectangle. And I don't want to do 5 by 5. I want to, because I have numbers written out so that I don't look dumb saying the wrong numbers. I do quick math equations because it's just fucking. You didn't hear the F word. Anyways, moving on. I have numbers written out because math is easy when you just do simple addition and multiplication, right? So now we're going to do circle dot display, right? Do we remember what display does? Everybody should remember what display does. Right? Right? We're displaying something. Right line, right? This is the display method. So we're calling the display method, right? Got you. You guys already know. You figured it out before I even said anything. Console dot right line. And then we're gonna use the money, because we're making money right now. And then we're gonna say area of circle, and then we'll do that, and we'll do circle dot get area, bloop, and then close that, and then end that, and that's going to tell us the area of the circle because it already does the math for us, right? So then we're going to do rectangle dot display, and we're going to say console dot right line, same thing again. See, it's funny how smart Visual Studios is, but when it comes to like anything inside of here, it's like, I don't know what you want me to put in there, brother. So area of rectangle. Why do I keep hitting B? And then we're doing rectangle dot get area. Right, and then those, and then that. Close your brackets, close everything, and that should be everything. We called shape, we called circle, we called rectangle. We're displaying it. That looks all correct. Let's hit Control S, and ready, guys? No issues found, but let's see. Run it. Everybody, run it. This is a shape, area of the circle. You see why we have double there? Bam. Because that's the area of a circle. Well, at least the circle with the radius that we gave it. And then we do this is a shape, area of a rectangle, 24. Why? Because height times width, which was, I got to move my box. We put 4 and 6. 24. Perfect. That is perfection, guys. So let's kind of go over this a little bit so that people aren't left in the dust, because now we started putting a lot more stuff together, and we're going to do another abstraction course next, but just bear with me on this. So the abstract class is shape, right? We made this the abstract class. Shape is abstract, contains an abstract method of get area. We don't say what get area is. Again, our concrete method is just a display, right? Too easy. Get area method is going to be implemented by the derived classes. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. The concrete classes, because they're not labeled abstract, right? They're public class circles. These are considered concrete. Concrete, right? Circle and rectangle. We already know this though, right? I'm not going to do that for both of them, but yeah. These are concrete. They inherit get area from shape. Inherited by circle and rectangle. Woohoo, I did it again. Twice. Jeez. All right. So the concrete classes, both circle and rectangle, inherit from shape. And then they provide specific implementations from the getArea method, right? This is the double override. This is what, this is for circle, that's the getArea. For rectangle, that's the getArea. So we're taking the abstract class, we're not giving it any definition, and then we're overriding the getArea with this is the definition. Again, because getArea is also undefined, therefore it's also abstract, right? We put abstract there. And then this is the override. And we are telling it this is what you do, right? Again, same thing with rectangle, this is what you do. Perfect. It's super easy. So using the abstract classes. So let's kind of just add like a couple more notes. So we already kind of did this. You cannot create and instantiate an abstract class directly. You create instances of the derived class instead. Circle and rectangle, they're objects, they demonstrate polymorphism like we talked about. So when we did dog and we did animal, this is the same thing. This is animal, this is dog. Right? This is dog. We're just saying it's a class, it's a shape. That shape is now instantiated here as circle, shape, circle. And you'd think like, why doesn't it shape then rectangle or shape then circle? Bro, don't ask me on that one. Whoever wrote C# is obscenely smarter than all of us, right? They're obscenely smart. These guys are ridiculously smart. But anyways, I'm not going to keep you guys hanging on. We're at 16 minutes already. That is abstraction. Super easy. I honestly had a lot of fun writing this. I just do pseudocode most of the time, and then I just kind of wing it. I hope that's not hard for you guys. Again, if you have questions, comment them down below. Please comment what your favorite part about learning about abstract classes is. And next we're going to do abstraction through interface, which is a whole other video, but it'll be fun. So let me know what you guys think. Like, share, subscribe. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate all my new followers. You guys have a wonderful day.